Hello folks, hope you're doing well. Yeah. I've just been doing some praise and worship, and yeah, that blinking song. Oh, that I will. Oh. Sometimes, as I said yesterday, sometimes you come across a song that just really speaks into where you are, and yeah. Well, especially of the words of it. I think it's not the second. What would it count as? Yeah, but basically when it says, I know you're good, but this don't feel good right now. Yeah, from that point. Yeah. Oof. Yeah, been there. Yeah. And I know you think of things I could not think about. It's hard to count it as all joy, distracted by all the noise. Just trying to make sense of all your promises. Yeah, that's where I am now. Sometimes I've got to stop. Remember that you're God and I'm not. Yeah, that's why I'm all the time. Yeah, all the blinking time. Yeah. Well, as I said to you before, it's important to ask questions. The problem is that the more you have a relationship with Father, and the more you speak to Father, you start speaking to Father as if he is, I don't know, someone at your level, I suppose. And yeah, Father isn't quick to tell you that no, you are way below his level. He doesn't tell you that. No, he allows you to figure it out yourself, basically. Yeah, when you start to ask him questions about his timing and is he sure that this is the best way to do things, that's when you've got to remember that he is God and you are not. Yeah, but as I say, that's a continued part of the journey. Yeah. Yeah, as I say, it definitely describes my last 7 months. Yeah. Even like the first, from the start really. Because it says, I'm so confused, I know I heard you loud and clear, so I followed through. Yeah, that's what the stand was. Yeah, and then I don't want to think I may never understand. That my broken heart is part of your plan. Yeah. Yeah, that was the early part, wasn't it? Yeah. And then when I try to pray, what I get is these 4 words. Yeah. Well, that's the point. Actually, one thing I can share is that when you've fallen, what gets you back to standing up is those 4 words. Thy will be done. It's when you understand that. When you understand that, God doesn't care about all the stuff. That when you fall, when you're in all that crap, God doesn't care about that. He looks way beyond that. And once you understand that, once you understand that he's focusing on his will being done, he's not focusing on all the crap that is trying to get in the way of that. He knows that doesn't matter. So, yeah. Yeah, indeed. But then, like it says, a bit further down, you've got the chorus, and you've got like a child on my knees. All that comes to me is, thy will be done. Yeah. That also is very, very true. Yeah. It's a beautiful song. And she is a fantastic singer. She really is. Yeah, she hits the notes beautifully well. There is something that came to mind actually when I think it was I was speaking to Father last night about that song. I think it's Great You Are by Jordan Smith. And yeah, Great You Are by Jordan Smith. And in the performance version, you know, it sounds so much better than the original version that I had. I think the one that I put in the description was one with an orchestra, maybe. Don't know, but the performance version sounded so much better with, you know, like a band, a proper band, and yeah, it's beautiful, absolutely beautiful. It's a much better version. But then it got me thinking about Christian, certainly worship bands and stuff like that. Yeah, I mean in church, not professional worship bands like Casting Crowns and For King and Country. Not that, because that's a similar level to any worldly band, because they get the best of the best, don't they? So because they're trying to sell their songs. So therefore it's important for everything to sound right. And yeah, it just got me thinking again about the fact of the worship music in church that you get, and how I've said before about standards and about raising the bar, and the fact that the bar has been lowered so low with regards to worship that what's good enough is when they made an effort. Yeah, okay. Well, they made an effort is good enough if it's the first couple of weeks. If it's a new church, or if it's a new worship leader who's never done it before, then okay, get that. If the old worship team left and you're starting from scratch again, and they just put something together that's that's okay. They did their best. But you have to say 10 years down the line, shouldn't you expect better than that now? Shouldn't you? Shouldn't you expect better than they did their best? I think that, as I say, when I look at that side of things, I look at it from the point of view that if you're a worship band and you were asked to play in front of the Queen of England, how much would you practice? Okay, but then how much do you practice to play in front of the King of Kings and the Lord of Lords? The King of Kings. The one who's way above the Queen of England. What do you do for him? Oh, but he says, as long as you make an effort, that's what. No. No, he says basically if all you got is a stick, you just tap the stick against something and sing along to that, then that's great. If that's all you bloody got. He doesn't say if you're in a world where you've got drums, you've got guitars, you've got pianos, you've got those electric pianos, whatever they call them again. It's gone out of my head. Whatever that's called, you've got that. You've got trumpets. You've got so much bloody stuff. Saxophones. You've got loads, and you've got people that can sing deep notes, people that can sing high notes. And you know, and you've been at it for years, and yeah, and what you're producing is that. You do the same week in, week out, week in, week out, week in, week out, week in, week out. Yeah. Yeah. But as I say, look, come on. Yeah, let's be real. Yeah. If people thought that they were meeting with the King of Kings and the Lord of Lords, then I imagine they would do a better job of it, wouldn't they? Really. But the reality is they don't. They're not expecting to meet with the Lord or with Father or with the Holy Spirit. They're not expecting anything. What they're expecting to meet with is their fellow believers or their fellow non-believers now. You know, and that's, as I say, that's awful. It is. It's an awful situation, but okay. Yeah. Well, put it this way, God is more than capable of getting people from there to where they need to be. Yeah. Well, that's like why for me there's a song called what's it called? Good one. One more second. Let me have a look. Be late. I couldn't get. Yeah, a song called Relate, which is beautiful. Because it basically says, I don't know about you, you don't know about me. Yeah, but maybe we can relate on this. And that's a great song. It is, as I said, it's a point where I don't know what you've been through. I don't know your life. I don't know your hurts and your pains and your struggles. I don't know how many times you've been on your knees praying that God will do something. I've no idea. I've no idea at all. But that's why I come from the position of saying, okay, I'm not concerned about judging you, not in any way, shape or form. That is not the position I'm trying to come from in any way. Because I understand if God isn't doing that, if God isn't going to judge you for where you are, and He just wants a relationship with you, well then, cool. That is the situation, yes. And I say, difficulty is that when you've got people saying, no, church is okay. It's not dead, it's okay. Yeah, we're doing okay. We're just trusting God that God's going to sort of bring revival. And we'll wait on that. We've been waiting on that for years, so we're going to continue waiting on that. We're doing it fine. We're doing okay. When you've got people saying that, but then you've got to say, well, no, actually you're not. Yeah, this is the situation. You're not doing okay at all. God's not going to revive that. Sorry, it's dead. Yeah? Yeah, it's gone now. On my mind, just when I said it's gone now, I was going to say unfortunately, but it's not unfortunate. It isn't. That's why I didn't say unfortunate, because it's not unfortunate. It's gone now. It's gone now because God has something better to replace it. Do I really fully understand what that is now? No. Not at all. I don't. And there are things about it which I'm not meant to understand, which someone else is meant to understand, and it'd be their job to help people understand that part. And that's cool. Yeah. So, yeah. But as I say, songs can be really important, and worship is incredibly important. Really incredibly important. to put you into that place where you're meeting Father. Worship is incredibly important, and to have the right songs that are going to get you in that position, are going to do that job, and songs that are going to get you out of the ditch, when you fall. Songs that are going to help to get you out of that. You need that. Music is so incredibly important. I've been in positions where, I didn't want. I didn't even worship. Certainly during that stand. I think about, I don't know when exactly it was. I think it's about 2 weeks in. 2 weeks before the end. Not in, 2 weeks before the end. I fell and I didn't want to get back up again. I really didn't. I didn't want to have any praise and worship. I basically, right, that's it. I'm not interested anymore. And that was for about 2 days. Well, I'd say probably about 36 hours. And that's the point. We can get into that situation, and we need things that are going to help us to get out of it. People can be helpful if you've got the right sort of people. If not, music. What songs are going to really speak to you? What songs are going to get deep in and lift you when you need to be lifted? Well, as I say, with regards to church, it's simply a case, you don't necessarily have to have incredibly fantastic worship leaders. You just have to have people with an understanding that worship is supposed to be from the heart and not from the head. And then people start worshipping from the heart. Part of the problem is that often in churches they add new songs. When they add a new song, you can't do that from the heart because you don't even know the words. That's not helpful. It's like this song, Thy Will. The more I know the words, the more beautiful this song is, and the more emotional it is when I listen to it, because I can relate to the words. The words are speaking to me. Whereas if I don't know the words, then how can heart be in that? So stop mucking around. If you want to add new songs, or even say to the church, okay, we're going to add a new song. Now this is a song, so look it up on Google and listen to it during the week. Get to know the words. And then in a couple of weeks we're adding this song, and hopefully it can flow quite nicely because you'll already know it. Do stuff like that. If you're going to add a song, tell them. Get them to listen to the song first, so it can be a nice flow where it's not really a new song anymore, is it? But be guided by God, really. Well, because that song says Thy will be done. Well, for Thy will to be done, then we have to be doing things according to His will, don't we? And we're not going to be doing things according to His will, if we're not prepared to change and to go through whatever it is we need to go through in order for that to happen. And for some people, you're going to have to go through some stuff. You are. That's the reality. And during it, it's going to be tough. Really tough. But afterwards, you're going to love the fact you went through it, because who you become will be well worth it. They talk about the potter's clay. And there's been songs in the past talking about the potter's clay and how you are clay and the potter is Yeshua, and he molds you. Well, that's the point. You get moulded and shaped for the work that God is calling you into. Yeah, so you're able to do all of that work that God is calling you in to do. So yeah, you're going to be changed from where you are to where you need to be. But once you get there, yeah, fantastic. So yeah, find those songs that are going to help you. Well, certainly if you're going to go on a journey, yeah, find the songs that are going to help you to complete that journey and to get up when you fall, and to continue when you feel like you just want to stop. You just want to lay in a ditch. Yeah. Find what it's going to take to get you up in those situations. Make sure you're prepared for your journey. Well, because the important thing is you reach that. You reach your destination. It's not necessarily how. So the tools you use will be the tools you use. What got me through will be what got me through. So really in the description is partly what got me through. Yeah, similar songs. One's like Together by, well, most of the ones for King and Country. Yeah, For God Is With Us. Relate, Together. Yeah, those ones. Unity and Broken Halos come later. Came pretty much at the end of that, but yeah, they all helped. Yeah. But it is your journey, so yeah. You know, do what you need to do to make sure you finish. Because it is yours. You know, find the tools that you need. You know, ask God to help you way before your journey to find the tools you need for the journey that you're going to have ahead of you. Well, of course, I mean, for a lot of people, that means that they first of all got to get back their faith in God because they've let it go. Well, it's still there to a certain degree. For most, it's still there, but it's not even the size of a mustard seed now. So you won't be telling any mountains to move, and they won't be moving. Not with the faith that most of the people in church have got right now. They have to exercise that, aren't they? Well, but as I said, exercising that is like exercising your muscles. Yeah, the more you exercise, the more it grows. So, yeah. Enjoy. You take care. God bless. I'll speak to you soon. Bye bye.